The next style of a wedge deal is buying a property that has actually been over improved. So this is where you'll buy a property for more than market value oftentimes. And I know that sounds scary. Hold on a second. It's like, wait a minute, Kevin. If I'm going to buy a place for $500,000 and it's only worth $490, why would I pay $500? Well, here's something interesting that happens. Let's take a model home, for example. Model home that sold in the year 2014, and it had $100,000 of additional improvements made to it. It had expensive wallpaper, expensive design, crown molding, solar panels, high-end kitchen, higher-end wood, Brazilian walnut, hardwood flooring, expensive landscaping and stamped concrete and everything. Had $100,000 of extra improvements made. And let's say back then they sold for $400,000. So the model home sold for $400,000. Everything else in the neighborhood was selling for $300,000. There's that $100,000 difference, which the new construction builders, they get their money. They get their $100,000 that they spend. Because they force it, because it's so beautiful with all the staging and furniture and this, whatever. It just works out that way. So now everybody bought their properties. Everybody bought, let's say, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet. Everybody paid $300,000. The model home paid $400,000. Now, 5 years have gone by. It's 2019, 2020, whatever, doesn't matter. And all of those properties that originally sold for $300,000 are now selling for $490,000. But you are buying the model home for $500,000. You're like, wait a minute. It originally sold for $100,000 more than all of the other units because it was the model home and had all these fancy, crazy upgrades. Now you're only paying $10,000 more than all of the other properties. Why? Because what does real estate do? It draws everything to the middle. When comps sell, the value of the over-improved properties come to the middle, and they create a wedge, a disparity, and all of the money that was spent gets sucked right to where comp value should be, plus maybe a little bit extra. That little bit extra sucks for whoever bought the model home. They lost all that stuff. It's kind of like buying a new car and getting depreciation on all that new stuff. Now, they oftentimes think that when they over-improve, it is justified because they'll be able to get the money back. Yeah, sorry, doesn't work that way. So, folks, things like this, and I hate to say it because I have crown molding, I have solar, I've done high-end landscaping, and I've done high-end other junk. I've been there, I've done it all, I see it, it don't work. Don't do it. Don't make the mistake. Don't spend money on this stuff. There are certain cases where this is actually a very high-yielding return on investment, but that's probably beyond. That's more of like a financial analysis thing. If you guys really care about that, ask me in the live sometimes. That's totally different. Has to do with reverse passive income. But these things over here, in general, this high-end crown molding, high-end flooring, high-end landscaping, fancy hardwood kitchen, soft close this, blah, 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 dishwasher, cooks for you as well, all that stuff doesn't matter. So if you can get something where the owner spent a ton of crap of money on all this stuff, and you're getting it for not much more than the comps, know that you're probably getting all this stuff for 90% off. And if there were a 90% off sale at Lowe's, I'd be all over it.